manager at Haizol. We are specialists in manufacturing machine tools all across Asia. Our capacities include machining, moulding, casting, stamping and fabrication. China, one of the biggest exporters of the world's production, is arguably one of the more predominant manufacturers and industrial producers worldwide. Selling the most manufacturing goods potentially in the world, it's easy to find someone in China whose expertise lies in your product category, for example, custom products and electrical machinery. Economic reform has been taking place over the last decade, with China now more industrialised and advanced in tech and production capacity than ever before. Projects such as Made in China 2025 has seen China's machine industry grow exponentially over the last decade. The aim is to be able to make more machine goods with high-tech, intensive manufacturing. Many businesses recognise the benefits of manufacturing in China, not only as a way to reduce product cost, but as a way to get successful manufacturing. The number in the last 2 decades has grown considerably, even from 2016 through to 2020. Now, in the broad manufacturing sector, we have over 500 million employees. Given this, it is not a surprise that many global brands have been moving their production to Chinese factories. They achieve lower production costs and also get direct market access to Asian customers. Let's touch on the lower manufacturing cost first. Partnering with a manufacturing establishment in China means that you can decrease production costs without lowering volume output. Manufacturing in China is often considerably lower in cost than manufacturing domestically. Domestic manufacturers typically have increased overheads and high turnover. China offers a more affordable option, ideal to lower your outgoings. With that being said, the general cost of wages in China is slightly increasing. This may raise the cost of your production run. However, you will likely gain from a more robust infrastructure, improved factory management and advanced machinery that will ultimately advance your production and supply chain. For mass market items, a low manufacturing price enables companies to keep sufficient supply to stay competitive in the market. Furthermore, by outsourcing your distribution overseas, your team can concentrate on other tasks such as R&D. It's useful to keep in mind that in China, quality is often closely linked to cost, which makes sense. If you are pushing for a quote lower than what they are able to do, they are forced to be able to adapt to that quote, to possibly use cheaper materials and cut some corners, which might result in the quality not being up to the standard that you wished. So we recommend negotiating, but not too much that your product is compromised. While negotiating with potential suppliers, it's useful to remember that all manufacturers will have a price floor. That's the minimum cost that it takes to manufacture your product. Make sure you have done your research beforehand into the cost of the raw materials and the products that you are actually sourcing. This will be a good gauge for you to judge which supplier to go with. Once you have all of your quotes in, we would advise not choosing a supplier with the lowest price point, much lower than the others. This might suggest there may be some issues related to quality in the process. We recommend estimating your costs before and inquire if there are any extra costs related to the production. When you choose to manufacture in China, you will be using time-tested factories who have been manufacturing products in your industry for many years. In my opinion, projects such as Made in China 2025 and the country pushing and putting pressure on changing the industry and achieving high quality levels in every product category means the chance of a poor production run is getting lower and lower. One point to consider is if the factory has a minimum order quantity. A large majority require high volume orders, which can vary depending on the complexity of the part. Our advice on this: relationships are everything. Chinese culture centers largely on relationships. To maximize the successfulness of your project and build a long-term relationship with your manufacturer, we recommend building a personal relationship that should start around 6 months before production. Having this relationship will assist you in several things. Firstly, to know more about the manufacturing cost, the cost negotiation, protecting your company, and IP and NDA agreement information. This ties into improved production efficiency. Due to the lower manufacturing and labour costs typically found in China, the rate of failure due to potential defects or issues in the manufacturing process is considerably lower. Should any complications occur, things can continue to run smoothly with little expense to the business. We recommend asking your supplier about their QC process to ensure it's up to the standard that you expect. Quality assurance is more than inspection. In China, suppliers do inspect the product as their quality assurance, but as we know, this can be subjective and can differ depending on the organisation. So for a supplier with a more in-depth QC process and who goes through your designs and requirements with a fine-tooth comb, this can be a beneficial choice for you. Do you hope to expand and diversify? I think the answer is likely yes for the majority of companies. Opportunity for expansion and diversification come in abundance in China. China allows you the possibility to expand and diversify your product with speed and ease. We have customers who choose to outsource their manufacturing of a product so that they can get it to market quicker than if they had to produce it themselves, for example, find a factory, source equipment, hire workers. If you're thinking to expand to a global market, this move could also bring you closer to Asian and European customers. Choosing China for your company's manufacturing could be the main driving force in growing your company and lowering your manufacturing cost. Haizol is one of the biggest manufacturing producers in Asia for quality manufacturing, not only with good lead times but also on-demand services. So if you're thinking of outsourcing your machine parts, hop over to Haizol today.